What happens to your blood pressure when you exercise? Here are the details. Number one, whatever your blood pressure is, let's just say hypothetically it's a 120/80. You are perfect. You're at the perfect middle ground of the bell curve. You're the perfect human being. But if you start exercising, and let's do some type of running, cycling, rowing, that type of thing. If you start exercising, your systolic number, the first number, is going to start to rise. And the reason why is because as you start to exercise, your muscles are going to need more oxygen. They're going to need more nutrients. So your body is going to start doing a number of things to improve the oxygenation of the muscles that you're using. Your heart rate starts to beat faster because it's trying to get more oxygen there. The strength of the contraction of your heart will actually increase and to try to get more oxygen there. You will start breathing heavier in an effort to get more oxygen into the lungs so that it can be carried into the bloodstream, yada, yada, yada. So when you're exercising, your systolic number will increase because there's more blood at a faster rate being pushed into the arteries. That's why the systolic goes up, but what's interesting is the diastolic really doesn't change that much when you're doing exercise. Now, many people have expressed, well, isn't this dangerous to raise your systolic blood pressure? The answer is no, because it's only being raised during exercise. And in addition to that, it's almost like exercise for the arteries. You should not just have a low blood pressure throughout your entire life where you never have any exercise at all. Exercise actually strengthens your arteries. So as blood is being pushed through the arteries and they're expanding and there's more pressure there, it's actually exercise for your blood vessels. Now, an interesting thing happens, and this is fascinating. When you exercise, there are a number of hormonal things that happen in our bloodstream to create something called nitric oxide. And this nitric oxide is in our blood vessels, and what it does is it allows the blood vessels to expand and become more pliable, thus, in theory, reducing the blood pressure. Now, your blood pressure is going to be higher during the exercise, but this nitric oxide will allow the blood vessels to become more pliable so that the arteries will open, getting more nutrients and oxygen to our muscles. But here's the kicker. That nitric oxide doesn't just end when you stop exercising. So when you stop exercising, that nitric oxide is still free flowing in your bloodstream and allowing those blood vessels to be very, very pliable, thus totally lowering your blood pressure. In addition to that, because of these hormonal changes, when you do exercise, there is an enzyme that inhibits the destruction of the nitric oxide. In other words, the nitric oxide stays around longer. When you exercise for 30 minutes to an hour in a cardiovascular fashion, the nitric oxide stays with you for about 24 hours, or at least the effects stay with you for about 24 hours. Hey man, that sounds like a blood pressure pill. So for those people that say, oh, exercise doesn't cure blood pressure because it's only temporary, it only works for a day, well, what do you think your blood pressure medication is doing? So exercise can be a form of controlling your blood pressure. Today's video's sponsor is Bioptimizers, and they have the product Magnesium Breakthrough. 7 different types of magnesium to cover all the bases. You take 2 tablets at nighttime, 500 milligrams of magnesium, and wow, you sleep like a baby. In addition to that, you'll also recover much better from exercise because magnesium plays a major role in the recovery of exercise. And if you're looking for electrolytes, there's no better electrolyte than magnesium. So there will be a discount code down below in the description along with a link to look at this product. So hit that link, let them know you love me.